Hey guys, this is Tauna. Today we're going to be talking about Mr. House, President and CEO. He's a new commander that's going to be coming with the new Fallout precons, and he is going to look incredibly strong. I am very, very excited about him. This is going to be a really fun deck in my opinion. I love the idea of, rolling dice. I love the idea of flipping coins throughout gameplay, but we're going to cheese it. Just as with Las Vegas, it's all going to be rigged. We're going to rig the game to just create and pump out robots and robots and robots and treasures and treasures and treasures. We're going to stack the deck. We're going to be just constantly spitting out stuff. So how is this going to work? The way his ability works is basically you need to roll a 4 or higher and you're going to be able to create, whenever you roll a 4 or higher, you're going to be creating this colorless robot that's going to be a 3/3. So it's a decent stat line to start with. And then if you roll a 6 or higher, instead you're going to create that token and a treasure token. So this part here, we're just going to completely ignore that. We're going to ignore this part here because that's not going to be helping us. We get to roll some free dice, whoop-de-doo. It's going to be helpful to be able to get some more procs later on, but we're mostly focusing on this part because we're going to be cheesing this. So the first way we're going to be able to cheese this is using stuff like the Barbarian class and Will. Will is going to get a +1/+1 for every dice that we roll, each time we roll a dice. However, this part here, if you roll 1 or more dice, instead you get to roll that many +1 and ignore it. Now keep in mind that when we roll, say, for example, 1 dice, and then we're getting the additional one from either the Barbarian class or from Will, we are ignoring the lowest ones, which means that we are only keeping 1 dice, which means we will only get 1 proc of it, which is perfectly fine. However, it's going to allow us to be able to further make sure that we're getting that colorless robot and the treasure, which is going to be great. However, the real way we're going to be able to cheese this is with stuff like Delina here. Any of the Adventures for Forgotten Realms stuff, or some of the Baldur's Gate stuff, that kind of stuff, that all is built around D20s. So whenever you roll a D20, you're going to obviously have a chance of getting any number between 1 and 20. Which is, I don't think I need to explain a dice to you guys. However, first of all, this is going to make it so that you can get some really good bonuses if you are getting stuff from the Barbarian or Will. But if we are using Mr. House here, we're going to have a 17 in 20 chance of getting this colorless robot, because it's not dictating what type of dice you want to use. It's not dictating, it's not saying whenever you roll a 4 or higher on a D6. It's obviously designed around using D6s because, he's got D6s built into him. Roll a 6-sided dice, for example, in there. However, the big thing here is that it's not dictating it, so we can just roll a D20 and therefore, get a 17 in 20 chance of getting the colorless robot, or a 15 in 20 chance, a 3 in 4 chance of getting a colorless robot and a treasure token. So there's lots of stuff that we can use to be able to cheese this. So we've got like Thunderwave here, going to be able to allow us to do a big board wipe there if we roll 20, but either that or just be able to get some decent kind of value from here. We've got Reckless Endeavor, roll 2 d12s and choose 1 result. But technically, because it's rolling 2 d12s, it's not ignore 1 or anything like that. We get both of them. So that's a d12, not a d20, but we still get to keep both of them. We get some treasures. We get to deal damage to people as well. We've got Iron Mastiff here. There's a lot of cards that are like, whenever you attack, roll a d20. So this one here is actually the better one, Iron Mastiff, as well, because it's roll a d20 for each player being attacked. So if you go and attack 3 players, right, you get 3 d20s that you get to roll there. Or even if you're just attacking 1, you're still getting a d20 and to be able to roll here. Potentially you can do some really nice stuff with that. You've got Vexing Puzzle Box. So this is going to be one of our finale cards. So I'm going to talk about that one a little bit later. We've got Component Pouch, just roll a d20 each turn, or get some additional mana there. We've got the Ancient Brass Dragon. Well, actually we've got all 3 of the Ancient Dragons that are here that we can potentially use here. All 3 of them are, whenever you deal combat damage to a player, roll a d20. Roll a d20, and roll a d20. This one here, you get to put any number of target creatures with total value from your graveyard back onto battlefield. We get to get treasures. We get to, you know, create fairies. All three of them nice cards, and all three of them going to be able to roll us a d20 as well. We've got the Wand of Wonder here. Each turn, pay 4, roll a d20. We've got so many treasures out of ours, so we can just pay it constantly. We're going to be able to get some free spells from here too. We've got Roaming Throne. You know, I didn't think that one treasure was enough. And, you know, each turn, I didn't think that, you know, one creature was enough. One robot was enough. I want 2 robots. I want 2 treasures each time I do it, because, you know, Roaming Throne just fits everywhere. We've got like Anointed Procession, just double all our tokens that we create. We've got Jansen here, so we can bring him along, because why not? Sacrifice one of our creature tokens and create some treasures, or we can just sacrifice one of our treasures and create some more constructs, because, you know, we just need more constructs out there. We've got Mechwood Bats here as kind of like a pinging card that we can use as we're going along. We're creating so many tokens that we're just going to be able to ping, 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 ping. I am so surprised that this card was only a common, but it is going to do some really great value in this deck. We've got Revel in Riches. You know what? We need an alternate win con. Well, we're going to be able to get so many treasures that we're just going to be able to play this and immediately get so many treasures and then win the game from our treasures. We've got the Vexing Puzzle Box, which is going to be, well, it's not a win con. I shouldn't have called it a win con before, but we can just get up to 100 charges so easily because we've got d20s out our wazoo. We can use it to roll a d20 because why not? And then we can use it to go into our deck, get out an artifact, put it onto the board, because, you know, it's just going to be really fun. We've got the Swashbuckler Extraordinaire. So, you know, we've got so many tokens, we can just do stuff with them. We can use the Swashbuckler Extraordinaire to sacrifice them and then give our creatures double strike. Or why not? We can just go with a Grim Hireling here, sacrifice those treasures and use them to destroy something with given something plus minus X, and then also, you know, whenever we deal combat damage, we get to create more treasure tokens, because that just sounds really fun. Honestly, this deck just seems really cool. I'm really excited for it, being able to just completely cheese it. It's so in brand of being able to just cheese it away and be able to kind of just stack the dice by rolling d20s instead of rolling the d6s, which it probably should have been. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and goodbye.